see if my microphone is working and share this out. So let's just go ahead and start breathing in through our nose for a count of 4 and out our nose for a count of 4. I'm going to do that for about 90 seconds and just really get nice and calm. So we're just going to breathe in for a count of 4 and out for a count of 4 for about a minute and a half. And just keep breathing in and out for about another minute. You can just go ahead and stretch your neck out. Go back and forward and roll your shoulders. Take a nice little minute and a half, breathing in and out on a 4-second count. It really just relaxes you, doesn't it? So America, pretty embarrassing, huh? Every day we learn something new. So now that we're nice and relaxed, we did a nice minute and a half, 4 seconds in, 4 seconds out. We got the energy cleared. We're going to move our spine. So I just have been feeling like people are really gullible and are believing things that aren't true. So we're just going to clear our chakras. We're going to try to move some of that energy around within ourself. We'll bring some wisdom energy in, and then we're also just kind of, as we walk around, people start to notice that energy, that we've moved all that gullibleness out of our way. So yes, like some crazy stuff's going on in our world. So we really, really, really need to align our chakras up. Our root, of course, will ground us. So if we're feeling a little, we can always wear red or put our bare feet on the ground. And our sacral chakra, it's kind of like a mother energy, your sexual energy, all that stuff. You wear orange, sometimes that's out of balance. I think we're just out of balance in America, the whole world right now. So yeah, I'm super embarrassed about our country. I suggest, I'll tell you guys what. I was watching some things today and I'm just embarrassed and humiliated that it is 2020 and these things are still going on. I felt like watching these things that I suggest everybody watch Stranger Fruit. I think that's the Michael Brown story. I suggest you watch the Till story, and really if you have Prime Video, you can watch any of these. I suggest Americans really take notice to what they have what they've allowed to happen. It's embarrassing and heartbreaking. And it was like really hard for me to do this video today because I felt like my soul heard a million mothers cry today. All mothers. So we really need some mother energy out there. Like, oh my, our world. Really open up your eyes and open up your heart to the knowledge that really awful things have happened. And we have to do something about it. Just because it benefits a certain group of people doesn't mean that we need to allow it to go on anymore. I really suggest people read the book, especially white people, White Fragility, because you're saying the wrong things and then it makes you look goofy and fragile. I think that one of the most powerful things that I heard today, I think it was, I don't remember his name, but he said something like, I'll put a link into the comments. He said, the black man lives in fear and the white man lives in fear of retaliation. So there's just a lot of fear going on then, right? What are we scared of? We all love each other. Everybody wants the same thing. Come on, everybody wants a healthy, happy family. Everybody wants to go home and dance with their wives. Nobody is different. Like, because you lived closer or farther away from the equator, it's insanity. And I just suggest people really move that gullible energy out of your life and take in some wisdom energy, because we look pathetic and it's embarrassing. And I cried so hard earlier, and I didn't even want to do this video because I knew that I was going to get my opinions on it. But people just want a place in this world, and people just want to be loved, and my God, they just want to have a normal existence. And what is wrong with people that they won't allow it? Oh my God. And people really need to also start researching their parties' affiliations a little bit more. I'm so sick of hearing things when it's all at your fingertips. How do you know things? And how are we so gullible? And what the president said today, I had to turn off my Facebook a couple of different times because I'm just I'm at my wit's end. There's a time and a place for everybody's nonsense, and right now it's not now. Right now is the time for you to clear your own soul, figure out what's wrong with you, and go help the next person, because this is just insanity, just to be stuck and stagnant and ugly. And I don't mean to get on to anybody, but it's just embarrassing. America is embarrassing right now. And people need to gain some knowledge and stop being ignorant. My grandparents are full-blown ignorant. My mom, she was progressive, so she liked to have men of color in her life. So she's probably only a quarter ignorant. My dad's probably a quarter ignorant. I'm still a quarter ignorant. There's so much knowledge that I can gain out there and learn and understand to be a little bit more empathetic. But not only empathetic, punch that motorcycle driver right in his face one of these days. I'm just kidding. I need to know why the system is based on a good old boy system if they're not good. The things that happen to poor people, everyone. There's people that, well, it happens to white people. Then you're mad. Then be mad about it, because what is happening? And people are ignorant, and they continue to be willfully ignorant. For what reason? And I shouldn't even put this on my meditation page, but seriously, I'm my soul is crushed. There's only so much you can do when there's so much hatred. And there's literally books and documentaries, if you don't like to read, that will help you understand other people's plight. And if you came from an oppressed people, then you know their plight. Quit trying to make it about you. This is embarrassing. The United States of America is embarrassing. I don't know, I try not to be mean because I like, is there too much peroxide in the hair? Have the women been knocked around too much? What's going on? Why are you women not standing up? If after racism, if everybody's equal, you're still a woman. So you need to be standing up. It's mind blowing. It's embarrassing. Like I said, I'm trying not to be mean and like hateful about the situation, but my God, is there ever gonna be an end to it? It is 2020. I don't want to see any of my friends cry anymore. We're like freaking run by, I don't even know anymore. I don't know. It's just out of control and it's embarrassing. And I guess I had to say something because everybody needs to just get right down to the bottom of it. What is wrong? What is wrong with white America? Nobody's coming after you. They just want their space, man. Nobody's asking for shit. They just want their space. I think it's sad. I think people that are ignoring it are sad. I think that our president is sad. And maybe he needs the most love. But I know people are tired of turning the other cheek. I don't know, guys. Like I said, I was just like feeling really sad today. I watched too many documentaries, watched how it's just this good old boy system and they're not good people. What is wrong inside? Why do they have so much anger and hatred and fear? And then why is everybody living in fear? So we definitely just really need to like move this gullible, fearful energy out so that we can get some wisdom and gain some knowledge and some acceptance and start loving one another. It's just really sad to see that we're still doing this in 2020. It's super duper embarrassing. Like the whole world is like, so we know what the root is. We know that the root is slavery, and then we know that sprouted up oppression. They moved people into certain neighborhoods and wouldn't allow them to buy certain places, and so we know it's all been just a chess game, and it's embarrassing. And I, as an American citizen, am embarrassed that the KKK is still running our country. So, because of that, I think people are gullible. I think they're sad. I think they're fearful. Let's just, for a minute and a half every day, breathe in 4 seconds and out and just try to spread as much love as we can. But I'm going to try to just clear a little of that energy up for us because we do need some knowledge. We do need to love one another. But now just let it go. You're not dumb. All of this stops within all of us. So we just send love vibes out to our enemies. However, we can still fight them if we need to. So I have the white howlet here. Open up those lines of communication so we're a little bit less gullible. A little amethyst here, open up that third eye chakra so you're a little bit more understanding of the plight of your countrymen. How sad for countrymen to be afraid of one another. And we're going to read books like White Fragility because we're going to understand why we like to say things and make things about ourselves when it has nothing to do with us. Nobody's coming after anybody. They just want their place in this world. So align your chakras. Move those crappy energies. Don't let the yuck in. Always have the yumminess in, okay? Always let the yumminess in. Even when you're feeling a little bit down, talk it out. Like, I'm super embarrassed of my country. Super embarrassed. We need help. Nobody wants to admit it. So we're sending out love. We're sending out love to people that are confused and gullible. We're sending them wisdom energy in the air. We're moving all that gullible energy out of our lives because we don't want to be confused anymore. And a little more Reiki for some world peace. Oh, Stephen, it's all of our problems to solve right now. It's embarrassing. Yeah, you're right, Stephen. It's my job to spread the love, but also awareness as to why I'm sending this certain energy and why I feel this way. Because I think a lot of people are feeling this way. And we're confused. Because we're not like this. Americans are actually like funny and joyful. We like to eat, we like to play. So all of this just puts us into mourning. You understand what I'm saying? We're all mourning right now. There's a lot of grief. Grief for our countrymen because it's 2020. So we send wisdom and love. Just move what we can out. We do send energy out for world peace. Because even if it's just within, Still world peace. I think a lot of Americans are going through a grief period right now. Just like I said, it's very confusing, and there's a lot of information and there's misinformation. That's why we need to send the wisdom energy in, move the gullible energy out. The truth. Alright, so I'm sorry that I turned into a whiny baby, but I've been crying all day. Like I said, my soul felt like every freaking mother through every bit of time wail. So I do have to do something about it. Even if it's just tell my friends, get your heads out of your butts. Say something. If you see it, say something. So I tried to move the energy. I'm sorry that I whined a little bit, but I also feel like this is part of our journey. Like we really need to take into consideration that we're mourning for our country right now. Like also our countrymen. Also confused as to why this is still going on in 2020. I'm not the only one. Anyway, I love you guys, and I hope that you guys take care of yourselves. I forced myself to do this video because I felt like it was very, very important. I know there was a little bit of scattered energy there at first. However, we need to take an understanding on all levels. So you guys have a great night. America, stop being so embarrassing. You're better than this. We're not doing this again. Been doing this for too long. Look at the statistics. Get yourself some wisdom. Realize this is an attack for sure, 100%. Now you do something about it because you're better than this. And I'm going to try to not mourn for my country tomorrow. However, we got to do something, guys. All right, love ya. Have a good night. Guess it doesn't want to finish.